Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are looking at a pretty fascinating address from Pastor Darren to his congregation at the House Church in Mountain Grove, Missouri. And our mission for this deep dive is to really unpack this highly practical, stress-free approach to sharing what you believe and connecting with your community.
Right, and he actually opens the whole thing with a pretty funny observation about the room itself.
Yeah, he completely blames daylight savings time for how quiet they all are.
He does. He jokes that the congregation must have lost an hour somewhere in the mix, and they're
Just totally sluggish and staring at him.
exactly, just brings you right into the room with them. It sets this really grounded, relatable tone for the discussion that follows.
And what he says next is actually a pretty major pivot. He challenges that whole traditional model of,
The bring them into the church to get saved model.
yes, exactly. He flips the script entirely.
Uh-huh.
He says the focus should be on going out to where people already are instead of just waiting for them to walk through the doors.
Which makes perfect sense when you look at the historical text he references to back this up. Jesus didn't primarily operate inside the religious centers. He was out in the public spaces.
Out engaging with the sick and the poor.
Right, operating on that very simple logic that healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick people do.
So it reframes outreach entirely. It's not this highly specialized event you have to plan for. It's just a daily habit.
And Darren gives some incredible, highly relatable examples of this. He talks about what he calls the Walmart ministry.
The Walmart ministry. I mean, it sounds funny, but it's brilliant. He points to congregation members taking deliberate actions in their daily routines. Like a guy named Terry who just pushes stray shopping carts back to bless someone.
He
Or,
was simply smiling and offering encouragement to a woman named Emmy right there in the aisles.
yeah, it's about finding real purpose in those mundane spaces we usually just navigate on autopilot.
By embedding community care into routine chores like grocery shopping, the barrier to entry drops significantly. It shifts the burden from organizing a massive campaign to just utilizing the brief interactions you already have.
Exactly. And this brings us to the end of the address, where a church member named Tim speaks to the family.
Tim's story is the absolute aha moment of this entire thing.
It really is. Because Tim admits that he struggles with deep theology.
Oh yeah, he specifically references getting totally confused by dense biblical texts like Revelation.
Which is so relatable for so many people. He describes feeling completely unqualified to teach or share his faith because of that confusion. But then he counters his own hesitation with this story about his own conversion in his late 20s.
When he was heading down a really rough path.
Yes. An old friend of his visited his house and just said, Tim, I know that you're living the way you're living, but one day you're going to need Jesus.
That was it. No theological debate.
No complex argument, no lecturing. And yet, a week later, Tim found himself weeping in bed and reached out for help.
The friend's intervention was effective, precisely because it was a timely, authentic human connection.
So why does this matter to you listening today? Well, it completely removes the pressure of needing to be an expert to help someone.
Whether you are offering life advice, sharing a belief system, or just checking on a struggling colleague, the mechanics are the exact same. A comprehensive argument isn't required to spark a massive shift. A simple, genuine interaction is often more than enough.
Exactly. So I want to leave you with this final thought to mull over today. If a massive life transformation can begin with a single passing comment from a friend, how much untapped power is hiding in the brief, everyday interactions we normally just rush right through?